Tonight, we're stepping into the shadows. We're here at Shade Bar, where the lights are dim, the music hits differently, and you have one drink, and before you know it, it turns to another. So let's go inside, find out what happens after dark.
Hi, welcome to another session of Can I Have Another? I'm Mike.
I'm Steph.
We're here at Shade Bar at 241 Sullivan Street, New York, New York, at a nice little bar that sells crepes and what was it, kind of like grilled cheese sandwiches you would call them?
Paninis, we have salads, little we have a bruschetta, a small cheese plate, French street food, I guess you would call it.
Looks delicious, actually.
And we're here with...
we're here with...
I'm Laurie. I've been bartending here for almost 20 years, but I am now the managing partner here at Shade Bar. So I've been here now for 20 years, but I've been owner now for 2 years.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry. So, Shade is such a mood. What was the intention from day one?
So, my partner would be the better one to say, and it's been his since 2003, and before that it was his partner Jonathan Bass, and he unfortunately has passed back then. And he opened this back in 1998, and Shade's just been Shade. And me and Vincenzo, who's my partner, my former boss, my partner, he would say that Shade is Shade. It's just this is self, you know. You can't say it's me or it's him or it's Todd. It's the people. People come back, and we've had people who have been coming here for years, and we have just generations of regulars. It's kind of a gathering. I like to think of it as a haven. We're like a neighborhood spot in the midst of a lot of chaos here in Greenwich Village, and yeah, Shade's kind of an anomaly, and I love that about this. It's kind of a really cool corner, really amazing windows. See a lot of stuff, and people come here for the atmosphere, for the cocktails, and for the crepes. Yeah.
Now, would you consider Shade like kind of a date bar? Would it be like a family kind of restaurant, or is this something places people go in the morning or both night and just somewhere just come hang out and just have a good drink and a good crepe?
Circle all of the above. We get everything. We'll get everything from the family of tourists out with their kids, shopping in Soho, to the regular that's been sitting at my bar for 25 years every Tuesday, as you see. And then you'll also get the people who just finished their shift at the nearby comedy club or a nearby restaurant. You'll also get the performer at that comedy club and that bar restaurant, and also things like the jazz clubs. So basically all walks of life. We don't have any TVs, so we like to think of this as more of an adult bar. So Shade's a place where people want to hear each other, so it's a good place to gather. We're near West Sports Station. It's a good place to meet up before anything, to discuss where you're going, and after a movie, right down the street FC, where you're going to go next or talk about it. So it's always been a good meeting place, and it's been lovely to provide it.
It's really nice. So what are you guys open until 4 in the morning? Or you guys open until 2?
We are open until 4 as long as the business permits. Earliest I close is 2. So Friday, Saturday, always 4.
And you serve food the whole time, or?
Food closes at 11 p.m. And then the window opens a little early.
Creep after 1 o'clock in the morning. So what do you consider your bar does different compared to other bars?
It's old school. This place has always kind of kept that spirit. My corner hasn't changed in the last 20 years, is what I like to say. I used to run a nightclub back in the early aughts called Caribbean Milk Bar, closed in 2006. And I was there from 2002 until then. And then when that closed, I found my way over here. And the way I looked at Shade, it was like my living room. But it's not even that. It's kind of, like I said, it's that it provides that atmosphere. I mean, it's only so big, so it's more intimate. You know, people are a little bit closer to each other, so you have to be more conscious of what the person next to you is. We can't have people who are already drunk in here.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the legality of the issue. So it's just a place where you get people who want to talk. It's more interesting. You find some really interesting humans in this place. It's not a sports bar, that's for sure.
Yeah, no.
There's not a lot of bars like that though, like where it's like this.
It's very hard.
Like TVs or it's, you know, like loud. You can't really talk. Everyone's on their phone type of deal. So this was a nice little cute bar where you can actually have a conversation with someone.
And it's hard to maintain it. It is, and it's, you know, it's rare, and we're very lucky to have it here. It's something I want to, that having me here put another 30 years on its bones. That's what I'd like to say.
That's amazing.
I love this
I
place.
could see it. I could see it being here for until you no longer want it to be here.
It's amazing, and one of the things I love about this corner is you just see crazy things out these windows. I had these 2 guys describe it once. They came in. The one guy had a date. Okay, it was a Wednesday afternoon, and he comes in for lunch, and they both left, and then the date was however it was, and then he comes back with a couple buddies, and then she came back with somebody else, a girlfriend, and then they see each other and things got a little awkward, so she and her friends left, but he and his buddies stayed the entire rest of the shift. And I told him, I'm like, hey guys, thanks for hanging. He goes, you know, it's amazing the things I've seen on this corner. It's like the hinge of the universe. I'm like, you know, it's a good way to put it.
And I'm like, and what are the odds of that? They both come back same time.
Yeah, they both
that was
people.
funny.
That shows it's good. Like the place is good, the food is good. You come back and get more.
You get the first and the last dates. I don't know what's worse when they're praying or they're crying. Both are a little awkward, but you get it all. So you just prepare for it all and you take it. It's nice.
It's an interesting way. Now, when you took over this bar, was there anything you wanted to bring more in or change when you got here?
Well, the thing is, the way that Vincenzo ended up buying this place was similar to me, is that somebody died and made me queen. His former partner, my former boss, also his former wife, Mila, she unfortunately passed due to breast cancer about 3 years ago. Wow. And I was always managing to a degree, but Mila was the queen. So it was always, hey, Mila's going to train me. Mila passed. Here you go, Laura, have fun, figure it out. And then, hey, you did great. Vincenzo saw it in me, and he saw the future in Shade and me, and he knows that I see where it can grow. And it's more of just finding that staff that's been wonderful together, and the kitchen, just the food is delicious, and everything just works, and it just flows. When Shade is working, it's a beautiful thing. You just let Shade be Shade.
I love that.
It happens. It actualizes.
Now, what's the toughest time to actually come in here? Is it like in the middays? Is it at night? Is it like
The toughest in that, like, say if you have a group
crowded,
of like
like
a big
super-
group,
yeah.
it's always good to let us know beforehand. So 2 people, you might have to wait like maybe 5 minutes tops, but you can usually find somewhere to accommodate 2. Once you get past 4, it is a small place. It's best to give us like half an hour notice for those kinds of things, because once you get to, see, that big area can take about, say, 10, 12 people, but you got to let us know to get, we can move the room within reason.
Yeah.
So we can get really creative. It's kind of like a video game, and she's amazing at it. My cocktail waitress is incredible at it, and it's like, you know, getting people comfortably into the room so that people can still fit through and still be able to have a good time without bothering the person at the table next to them. It's kind of fun.
have you already shut this down for like a full party?
We'll do private parties. So that's something that, like, I just answered an email yesterday. We're working on changing up the website because right now my partner's son set that up for me, so I need to get in with Serena and do some modernizing. I'm well aware, but I have not, unfortunately, had a chance since I bought in. I was actually going for my second master's degree at John Jay.
Wow.
And I unfortunately myself had cancer. So in the time that knocked me down from being able to continue with school for a minute, I was able to sit and put in a POS system, and then that's when I went in and I said I don't want Shade to be anything but Shade, and decided to become the partner that I am now.
That's an awesome story.
I know, I love that.
That's amazing.
Okay, so what would you say is the most iconic night that you've ever had in Shade? Whether owning it or when you were bartending? Because I'm pretty sure.
It depends on what you call iconic, because we have some cool stuff all the time. I mean, we just had this past Sunday, we had an event we've been hosting for the past 15 years that Todd brought here in the first place, called Noir at the Bar, where we have writers from the crime fiction the crime fiction community come in and read parts of their stories, and we have big names. I'm talking Rob Hart, S.A. Cosby. These are people who are regulars. Todd himself used to edit a literary magazine called Thuglet, and
cool.
he has several books published. His stuff's great.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Todd. Todd's awesome. And yeah, so we have Noir at the Bar here every couple months on a Sunday, and people come in and read their thing, and they raffle books, and it's awesome. And that brought us to the Horror Writers Association, who we have those as well. So sometimes we have people coming in and reading their books. Sometimes we had like impromptu people coming in from LPR after a goth party, and all my goth friends show up. You know, I used to run Corova Milk Bar. Corova was kind of in the goth scene, so that's where my friends will show up, and it's like, hey, it's a little dark in here. Yeah.
Okay, that's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little haven. Everybody's welcome.
I'm gonna just pause it. Do you want us to move that? Because I think they wanted to. Okay, no? Okay.
All right, just want to make sure we don't want to take over.
We're fine, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not shy.
I understand, yeah.
And neither is Todd.
That's fine, no.
We're cool over here.
So, like you say, you have your regular that's been here for 25 years. Are they like, what are your regulars like? Are they? Well, I guess
normal guys. I mean, he's a native New Yorker. He works in the film industry. You know, it's like we have people who work. You know, a lot of writers, a lot of comedians, a lot of people work their books sitting at this bar. A lot of people work their books sitting at this bar, and Shade's turned up in a lot of books.
That is amazing.
And myself and Todd, and we turn up in a lot of things, comic books, just because we know so many people, like, you know, Segura and whatnot. And it's cool.
Have you ever watched anything like Spiral here?
You see all kinds of crazy shit. That's why we have to have a bouncer at night. That's why we got a bouncer at night, because we keep it as calm as we can. You know, it's like you're always going to have somebody who has one too many, or you don't know what they're on, especially now that people can be stoned. They also like to have mushrooms, and you know, you always have somebody who you didn't know was that fucked up, and then you have to cope with it. But that's part of what our job is just basically you manage that. It's you know, crisis resolution.
I mean, this is New York.
Well, my master's degree is in clinical forensic psychology, which I'll just throw that out there, which was actually a very natural thing for me to go back and study after dealing with this industry for 3 decades.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of intertwines a little bit there. Well, a lot of it. But.
Absolutely. And I think that, well, my big plan is that when I retire, when I turn 50 in 6 years, my big plan is that I'll, at that point, I'll sit back, run the bar, and be able to provide mental health counseling to other bartenders and other servers, because I feel like we have the highest rate of victimization of any profession, and it's just ridiculous because nobody gets it. It's like, it's a lot. It's we go through shit like a soldier does, and we just take it day by day, and we have the all the worst coping mechanisms in the world. So I feel like that's something I really want to do.
I love that idea. That's why we did this, because we don't think that bartenders get enough credit, keeping us all stable.
Absolutely, I kind of love that.
You guys never closed down during COVID. Yeah. If anything, you guys had a stressful job.
Absolutely, and so that's exactly what led me to this path. So I went back to school right around COVID. I finished out my bachelor's and got my master's in clinical forensic psychology. So what I did at John Jay with my studies was I found myself repeatedly studying what I know, and I found that little kernel in a book on violence and aggression that bartending has this exceedingly high rate of non-fatal victimization. I'm thinking, well, yeah, let alone the sexual side of it. I just had a candle thrown at my face just because I told somebody to please not steal paper towels. Okay, so yeah, that's just part of a day. So you're cringing. That's just, that was Tuesday. So it's... So what I found myself doing is basically I started studying this. So a lot of one of my big projects ended up being the psychological effects of maintaining pandemic protocols on bartenders and servers. And I really did several projects on that at John Jay, where I was researching into that, because during the course of the pandemic, we had to close because we had to enforce these protocols or we'd be closed down. Meanwhile, people are going, no, why do you have to close at 8 o'clock? No, we should be able to stay until 4. This is New York, right? And then people are getting shot, stabbed, spat on, coughed on. Those were the easy ones. So this is me basically saying, hey, that's why I realized I wasn't essential.
Yes, you guys were. Definitely were.
Exactly. So that's how I ended up there as well. And I realized that what I was doing for my internship with Strive International and providing anger management and also a substance abuse group in the wellness portion of this vocational program, I realized the anger management was helping me as much as it was helping them, because I'd be telling these stories that what just happened on Friday, Saturday, and the guys are like, and you're not trying to kill anybody right now? Like, yo, I just got out of prison. Like, man, you sound like me. Like, my life is more like yours. So, and then that made me realize that it would behoove me to produce something that would be for people specifically in the service industry. So it's kind of cool. Down the line, that's my idea.
It's a great idea.
So considering how much you deal with people, have you ever had like a relationship that go long term that actually met here?
Oh, yes. All the time. People have met their wives here. I mean, I met my boyfriend here. My partner met his wife here. Everybody, it happens. I've written "Will you marry me?" in at least 3 martinis. We've been that place that we've hosted 3 weddings. We've at least 3 weddings. We're that place. People come.
Duly noted.
I would be awesome for something.
It's really, I'm really glad you guys found us. It's kind of a strange.
Bridal shower, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've done baby showers. I've waken up early. Just the same. There's one of our regular kids saying hi in the window.
Oh, thank you.
That's good. It's like very family oriented, homey.
It's like Cheers.
Everybody loves Cheers, though.
But we pour a better pint, trust me. Our martinis are awesome. We've been making espresso martinis for over 20 years. And I've been making Cosmos since your mothers were drinking them, trust me.
Duly noted. I'm going to have an espresso after this. I love espresso martinis.
So, the best. Like, talk about drinks. What do you think is the most dangerous drink on your menu that might creep up on someone and not think about it if they have too much?
It's not the current menu that'll kill you. The former menu's the one that would have gotten you, and that's the drink that's a legend that people like. I think we got to take it off the menu.
Oh, wow.
Because it's one of those pint drinks, like a Long Island drink, the Mongolian motherfucker, which is, I guess, our version of a Madios motherfucker that's been on the menu for literally since before my time. So it's been there since the first of the drink menus, and it's bright blue. And I remember I got my friend's father so plastered on this. It's like, it's renowned in the New Jersey goth scene.
Wow, that sounds.
Yeah, I love Long Island iced tea.
You'd appreciate it. I make a good Long Island.
Oh,
yeah,
I might
got
try that
you.
Too. Yeah, it's something that sounds really good. Do people still come in knowing the name from back then and still order?
Yep.
Because it's not on your menu, so people. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. People order off the menu. Our newest one now that Nerdy Martinis are around. We've brought back. It's kind of one of those Starbucks, I guess, off special menus. I guess you could think of it. Like we all have our Starbucks special menu. You know, the martinis the regulars know about, the old heads know about. So we used to have a filthy, dirty, spicy, briny martini that's half olive juice, half Cornichon juice with Tabasco and a vodka filthy martini, and that with the dirty martini craze has been taking off again. That was the one that people would be like, ugh, what is this? I'm like, it's a savory drink. It's just not sweet. Now that's become a thing again, that the savory drinks are big, the bitter
Bringing the
drinks
old
are
school
big.
stuff back.
I've been doing it so long, you see everything in
Well,
circles.
something we know is like mezcal's coming.
Yeah, mezcal's
Now
being
all
back
like
in
with
now.
the Italian, they like licorice bottles.
Yeah, that's coming
licorice
back in
drinks.
too, yeah.
A lot of bars are starting to bring those back in. Like everything like kind of like a little.
Grasshoppers
like
have been huge. We've been making those forever. I always love cream drinks. So the original place I ran was Corova Milk Bar. It was based in the bar in a Clockwork Orange. I was there from 2002 until it closed in 2006. That one opened in, again, 98. I think it opened the same year this place did, or 97. And Corova made alcoholic milkshakes. And just like, you know, the Molokos, when Alex in the opening of Clockwork Orange, and the briefs up and they have the Moloko with the drugs, so the milk with the drugs, so it was the milkshakes with the liquor. So we did that before it was cool. And they were all named things like Anton LaVey, the John Benet was peaches and cream. Like they all had really inappropriate names. And, you know, there's naked mannequins everywhere, and like, you know, and we had fishbowl martinis and margaritas.
Whoa,
and
fishbowl
that was,
martinis.
and it was
That's
awesome.
crazy.
And that place was the place. And if you messed up one Cosmo, you lost your job. And the boss was so particular about those Cosmos. And I'm talking, this was a high volume place. I'd have 300 people. It'd be me and my manager. And we'd have maybe a guy at the door.
Wow.
And if you messed up, and you'd have somebody ordering Cosmos with the thing. It's 2002. Somebody orders a Cosmo, you give them one that tasted bad. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Back in the day, it was rough.
That's stressful.
Yeah, well, you get good though.
Yeah, that's true
And
though.
fast.
So Shade is a very friendly, friendly place. But if it had a warning label, what would it say?
What is it? Don't piss me off.
She said,
Thank you, Serena.
That's a good
Just
one.
be considerate. Be
Don't
considerate.
piss Laurie off.
Be considerate.
You know who Laurie is, don't ask. You might know might find her out soon. Just don't piss her off.
You'll know.
Yeah.
I swear, I'm a sweetheart. I'm from Philly.
Amazing.
No, it's just be you. You know, don't mess with people. That's all.
Tip your bartenders,
place.
please.
Yeah,
And your
always
like
tip
in
bartenders.
your services and everything, please. That's another thing.
Okay, so what would be a drink here besides, I guess, Cosmos and maybe espresso martinis, that it's never just one? Like if they try something and then like, you know what, actually I do want another one of that.
Cherry Cosmopolitans have been extremely, speaking about going
Sounds
back to
delicious.
classic, those are very popular. We have a drink on our menu called a Glasgow Kiss, which is on rocks, gin-based drink, very refreshing and snappy. So that's been extremely popular since we brought that out. So actually I would say between those two and of course your classic espresso martini, it's like once you pop you can't stop. Those go down so easy. That and me personally, my thing has always been, get this, Bloody Marys. I can throw it out that I did win Best Bloody Mary in Manhattan.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to
Giusto
try
and
all
Bar
these.
Rescue back in like
It's been a long night.
10 years ago. So I love a Bloody Mary at any hour, so it's always fun.
I've never had one. Never had one.
Tomato juice, Costco sauce.
And I don't know what
It
it's.
shouldn't taste like gazpacho though. Very particular.
We're gonna have a long night.
You were all night.
Well, so what? Unless it's a Bloody Mary, what's your personal drink that you like to drink?
So the funnier one is I drank nothing but Jameson. I stopped drinking about 7 years ago in order to make the changes that I did, in order to lead myself to the master's degree and to where I am now.
Okay. That's I'm always impressed with people that work at bars and they don't drink.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially when they used to drink, so it's that's hard for people. So you know.
It is hard, but
Picking a habit's something that I'm still trying to learn. It's tough to do.
absolutely.
Especially
Yeah.
when you're around it.
Absolutely, and it was kind of also getting used to being around it and being around people, as especially on this side, it can feel a little awkward, but it's also a lot of life things happened around the same time. So I guess everybody grows, we all have our paths. So
That's true. Yes. So do you have any like guilty pleasures? Like.
Oh, and I think everybody at this point smokes marijuana. I think my doctors are like, yeah, just keep doing that and
You'll be all right.
Yeah. Gotta have something.
Gotta have something.
Who creates the drinks here? Is it you?
Actually, yeah, it's between me and Todd.
That's awesome. Like, do you ever just often, like when you're working around the bar, just freestyle a
All the
drink?
time. All the time.
Anything?
And we like doing that with mocktails. Actually, we got pretty creative this weekend with the mocktails. Because on our menu, we just say our price, which is only, what, $8 for mocktail? And you give us an idea of what kind of a flavor or palate that you like. Like, oh, what would you be drinking if it was alcohol? So I got to make a non-alcoholic old-fashioned this weekend that came out perfect.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like the challenge. If I have the time, if you give me like kind of exactly what you want, I'll figure it out. I made one that was a Sex on the Beach. I don't have anything peach that's non-alcoholic, but I got the idea of what's the overall palate of the drink and was able to figure that out. And it's kind of fun.
Mocktails are in.
I kind of enjoy it. I'm like, and I'm reading about dirty soda. I'm like, isn't that what I've always been doing?
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a good idea to actually we do something called Saturday Night Sips. Not sure if you saw it. We make drinks and put it up on the people who show them how to make the drink. Actually, good to do a mocktail, actually.
Yeah, you're right. We should have
That's kind of cool.
And it's something because I know a lot of people who
like that vibe but
drinkers.
don't want to drink.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, and it's so funny. It's so easy once you get into it, but I'm like that with drinks too. I've just always been able to throw things together. It's like I was having challenges with my boyfriend of doing things like make a martini with fish before he moved to Vienna. Come on, sardini. I mean, hasn't everybody had one? And we made one with some steak and eggs flip before he left.
Wow.
That's interesting. And it still tasted good.
Now, you said you had drinks that people order from old school. So, would you feel those your regulars or people who just come back every so often and they just like remember?
People order everything here. So when somebody as small as this place is, when you bartend here, you have to be able to make anything. People will come in and order drinks that they just know a name and they don't know what they're ordering. When the Gronies first got popular because of TikTok, they go, why is this so bitter? Yeah. But people are going to throw anything that they can at you. One of my favorites was, because like I said, my thinking of drinks, we're going back 30 years and beyond, past that. So for me, I'm talking about putting the grasshopper martini on the drink menu here 20 years ago. It's like making cream drinks, putting a white cat on my menu, which is an Alexander. It's like bringing back more of a classic cocktail to that degree instead of the French girl who called me over and asked if I still make classic cocktails like a porn star martini. And I'm like, ooh, I don't have the space for any. Wait, what? Passion, what? Place the size of a thumb, so I can do so much.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that? Well, most people nowadays, you have everything with people call it the ready to drink cans. Like those some whatever.
Seltzers and
how do you feel about
just get a vodka. They forgot about vodka sodas. I think it's really funny because they'll go, do you have this? And it's like, then they'll get a cherry vodka soda. They go, I forgot I could do this. I'm like, like when White Claw reinvented seltzers, the non-alcoholic White Claws. It's all madness. It really is. But like I said, been around a long time, so you just kind of flow with it.
I feel like it loses the art. Like making a drink is an art.
It is. It's chemistry.
Yeah.
It's chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun. It's having that palate. It's knowing how liquors are going to mix and how their flavors are going to intermingle and what you should use to bring out what particular aspect of that liquor to make the drink taste the best. But it should taste velvet, like when you're drinking a Cosmo, it shouldn't taste like a vodka cranberry. Or if you're drinking a margarita, it should just be tequila.
Oh, and sour mix.
Or sour mix.
That kills me.
Yeah,
people just throw tons of sour mix in margarita. No.
It's only gonna make you want to have one, and then it's just like I don't want that anymore. So
oh God, and the mixes are awful. Bloody Mary bartender mixes. I can't do mixes. I like the freedom. I like being able to, make something customizable to you.
Like I said, it's an art. It's a background. It's a way to learn people and learn your own skills.
Absolutely.
So do you guys have an unspoken rule here? Like, besides, when you guys look at each other, be like, no?
I don't know.
You guys just go with the flow. It's like,
yeah, man.
Speak out
Just real.
mind
Just
and
be
whatever.
you. Yeah, this is just be you. People are chill.
All right. So like when people come in, do you ever know when it's gonna be a crazy night here? Like depending on who's coming in, or is it just like the vibe of the day?
Sometimes we'll have like a booked out party. If we do a private event like that, we can expect it to be crazy. Certain things. Or we can get somebody, say a birthday party, we know that can get crazy. We had somebody's wedding party. It wasn't quite they called it a welcome party. It was the welcome party before the practice dinner because everybody couldn't come to the practice dinner, so they had all their friends come here, and it ended up, they told me they were going to be 12, and they ended up being 30 people. We're like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We knew it would be like that, but she set up a nice buffet of food over here. They had been there a couple days early. We set up what food they wanted, had the food coming out. Like, we could do all kinds of things with this space.
Yeah, that's a big jump from 12 to 30.
Yeah.
It's just like, but that's a good bar that when you guys are throwing something, it's just like, we still got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. We like to accommodate.
So do you ever see like more connections here or more chaos? Because you say you see crazy things outside.
More connections. We don't let that chaos inside. Keep the calm inside.
Keep it outside. Keep it outside.
We like it
Outside the
calm
windows.
inside. So it's more of a lounge in here. So I always think of it more of a neighborhood cocktail lounge. Haven. It's where girls can come on their own and they're cool. Where Todd's here and he's gonna make sure that you're cool. You can sit here and read a book. Where I would come here on my days off because I know I'm gonna meet somebody. Where when I'm working, I have my bouncer here. So if anything goes on, they can go and say, hey, Seb's here. If they're feeling like they're not safe, they know they can come here and be safe.
So yeah, I love that. I love that a lot of places are starting to be like that because there's other bars that they don't care. They're just like, not my problem.
Yeah,
you're an adult.
I meet
Keep 'em
people.
open.
We got the law school right across the street. I meet people with their parents when they move in, and they're like, "Hey, keep an eye out." And I literally will keep relationships with those kids up until they're practicing lawyers and they're on to their own families. And when I see them later with their kids, I'm like, "How's your mom?" Kind of thing like that. And we get that a lot.
Oh, I like that. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Psychologist, sociologist, friend, neighbor, family. That's what bartenders are.
It's cool. Yeah, it's really cool. It's why you do this thing.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm very, very, very lucky to have this place.
That's what we wanted, yeah. Now, considering you bartend and own, is there something with bartending that just makes it a lot easier than owning?
Oh, they have no idea. Yeah, it's funny. My partner goes, yeah, you had no clue. You had no clue until you actually got the job, right? Yeah, the only people who are going to understand are other people who do that job too. I'm like, yeah, no, it's big difference in the way you think and the way that I have to change my gear. I had to figure out how to get out of owner head and manager head and into bar head. I have to literally shake my head like it's an Etch-a-Sketch because of course I'm still going to be working with people and it's like, no, I'm still working with you in the trenches. It's like we're still working towards the same thing. It's different. What I am in the basement is not who I am behind the bar. That's who I am with vendors. That's not who I am,
Yeah, I can see that.
Would you like being more a real person or just much?
Every policeman. I don't do very well. I'm from Philly, like I said. I've been here since '99. And Shade's home, and this little haven is.
I mean, it's always good to have a place to call home outside where you live,
Exactly. It's a good third place.
Yeah. And like I always say, I wish I had a good neighborhood bar.
No, all you guys seem like you work very well together. What's one moment that you had here that made you so proud and you knew we were all together? I know this place has been around together for a while, but you came in here. What made you feel like, all right, we can
Hell,
do
this last couple weekends, I'd say the way that it works when the two of us are working together on a Friday, Saturday night, it's so busy we don't even feel it's busy because it's just flowing so simply and the drinks are just coming and they're going and they're just going and it's like a dance. And once that dance is done, it's like, wow, I'm not even tired.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's something beautiful about that synchronicity and just everything flowing and being able to rely that somebody has your back to that degree. That's just beautiful. And of course I've seen some crazy stuff through the years, even as staff wise. I mean, I think there was a cocktail waitress here, like 15 years ago who did light the place on fire. So we've definitely seen some shit. So, you know.
Well, was that on purpose or by accident, or was she just like not sure what the hell was going on?
Mostly stupidity, but I'm kind of glad not to have real candles anymore.
You might change that real quick.
I think a lot of restaurants do that nowadays.
Yeah,
Seriously.
they can't trust anybody, especially when people are
Definitely
drinking.
when I was a kid and there was a candle, I put some paper in there.
Everybody.
Just to be like, oh, fire. Let's
Hey,
do
look.
it. Yeah.
And then when people drink, it's just like, did you forget? Like, hello, that's gonna cause a fire, and they'd be like, oh, let me touch this. Let's see if you get burns.
I think I'm much happier with the plastic.
We'll take the fat candles any day.
Over there, any day.
So like, when people are ordering food, is there anything that you would actually match their food up with, any kind of drink-wise, anything like that, or give them?
It all kind of works. You know, like I said, it's a kind of French street food. I mean, my partner's Croatian and his former partner is Montenegrin. So it's more Croatian style crepe, I guess you would say. But honestly, I tell people, if you're craving something, just throw it in the crepe. Like, it will taste good. I've literally, in 20 years of being here, closed my eyes and done this, and it's worked. If it sounds good to you, it's gonna work. So the food is very simple. And very fresh. So basically anything works with it. And it's like, if you're getting a dessert crepe, yeah, maybe a red wine that's a sweeter side, or a dessert, or maybe a white wine. But it all depends on what people like. You know?
I'm excited about this crepe.
Yes.
Whiskey can go with anything.
Yes.
I loved
Anything.
whiskey and cake. That was one of my favorites. So dessert crepe and whiskey.
Let's see. I'm sorry. That's something like you've overheard people talk about your food or your drinks that you just like I got this, I got it on point. Have you ever heard people talk just like walking by like this is amazing?
Oh, they always love our espresso martinis, and that's even before this craze. It's always been the big thing. Those cappuccino martinis that we make with the Baileys, that keeps them coming. It's like people come in like, oh, we want 3 of those. That one they love, and it's extraordinary. And when I did that Bloody Mary contest I told you about, people, like a lot of the regulars were there cheering me on for that. So that was
that's
very cool.
cool.
So that was my Sundays for a very long time. Before COVID, I had a whole Bloody Mary kit, but it wasn't sustainable, unfortunately, post-COVID.
Okay, so like you said, you are from Philly, and then you moved here in 91?
99.
99. Okay, so how did you get into bartending? Like, was it thrown up?
I was up at Columbia, and my brother had me get into Columbia's bartending agency. Basically, my father was sick. My father was on his deathbed, wanted me to have a trade. My brother put me in bartending school, and I loved it. So I basically went into bartending school when I was 17.
Oh, nice.
And then I scored in the top 5% of my class, so that put me in the bartending agency up at Columbia. So I was working as a caterer for things like Sotheby's Auction House, and a lot of big-end, like high-end, fancy parties in people's very fancy apartments, and like baby showers and stuff. And
That's cool.
I was working in labs up at Columbia and whatnot, and I realized I loved bartending.
See, and look at where it's led you. So owning your own bar.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a path getting here, and I'm very proud to be here.
Do you remember your first shift? Like, was it
Here?
Or did you first from after the school? Did you come straight here?
Oh, no. My first bartending shift behind a bar outside of catering. I was walking down 7th Avenue when I walked into Jekyll and Hyde, because I'm like, ooh, skeletons. We could get along, because it was right after 9/11. And at that point, I was doing a couple other things. I was working as a pro dom in addition to what I was doing up at Columbia for my work study. And I'm like, at this point, I mean, why am I sitting around? There's no clients. I'm not making any money. I'm taking all these walks. So I'm just like, okay, call me if you need me. I'm going to take a walk. And I walked down 7th Avenue, and I'm like, ooh, skeletons. And I walked into Jekyll and Hyde and said, you guys need a bartender? And they're like, when can you start?
Okay.
And that's how I got hired over at Jekyll and Hyde, and eventually started working at the Slaughtered Lamb. And eventually I started working at Corova through a friend that was bartending at a bar near where I lived in Park Slope after I left Columbia.
Okay. So what's actually something about bartending that people like talk it up, but it's really not. Like they glamorize it, and it's just like no, it's not all fun and games. It's like
It's heavy. You miss a lot. You can't have FOMO. No FOMO. If you have a fear of missing out, you're not going to enjoy it. It's not for everybody. People don't treat you kindly. It's easy to make friends with a bartender. People aren't very nice to us all the time, and you have to kind of be ready for that and know that you can't get mad back. And it's definitely not for everybody.
we have a job like that where we don't. People aren't always nice either. And this is why we go to bartenders. It's just like, and they're our friends.
Yeah, they have to become our therapists and our sociologists.
And they become our family too. So.
Exactly.
Wrong with you. Are you sure?
Exactly.
All right. So then what's which I'm pretty sure there's a lot. What's something about bartending that's like exhausting? Like you guys.
The hours are crazy.
The
hours are always the crazy one, and I think that's always been the worst. Is the hours. But I think as you get along as a more mature bartender, you learn how to cope with the hours, or maybe find ways to fight your own burnout. I would hope. I know that I had to. I found the gym helps. That's the one thing that I've tried to stretch into my life. I know that Todd does boxing, and I'm at lifetime. So
I feel like bartenders need like an out type thing.
I feel like a punching bag around the bar would be good.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
exactly it.
lifting,
Yeah.
It was either that or in the basement. So yeah.
It goes, Mikey, come on, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
I was like, it was this guy last week. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel like bartending like shaped who you are?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I always was a bartender. Whenever people said, "What else would you want to be?" I'm like, I'm a professional bartender. It's what I do.
I love that actually, professional bartender. Because like some people always think like, oh, this is your job. Like it's a lot. Like and it's not just, you guys aren't just a bartender. There's more to it.
Exactly. And my plan was always to be the professional bartender. And it's as I've gotten older, it's like, okay, well, clearly, looking at COVID, if this is the world, I have to realize I can't bartend forever. And then with my body doing what it did, it's like, oh, well, good thing I have that plan to fall on in a couple of months, because clearly I do need to sit down. So it's nice to also have a retirement plan too. A lot of people, Gen X is starting to think about that. Right?
So are millennials.
Now, is there something sacred about a bar and a good drink?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This lighting, it makes everybody look beautiful. Everybody. This lighting, this room is gorgeous. That bathroom, that lighting, stunning. Yeah, absolutely. There's something magical about it. I always love that. My favorite moment, and the one thing I miss about not doing opening shifts anymore now that I have too much other stuff to do in addition to my bar duties, it's that moment right before you open the door when everything's set up and clean and ready to take on that first customer and just breathe in that air, and it's like, this is how the room is going to go back to after time. It's so energizing, full of potential. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm like, I love that feeling. I was like, oh wow.
It's my zen.
That sounds awesome.
That's my zen.
You know you're alive, you're here, everything's clean, even though there's chaos coming, it's there.
He can do it. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's your time of bartending when you were bartending? Was your favorite at night? Was it daytime? Was it just, like you said, just opening up and doing the morning shifts, or not morning, but midday shifts?
You live for that rush.
Just the
I love the
nighttime
energy. I love that dance. The dance is always my favorite. When you're just listening to the music and dancing with your customers, and it's like moving through the room. I love a full room.
So like the nighttime crowd cannot compare to the
I'm
daytime
throughout
crowd.
the whole day. It's just the whole day. You can think I could be crowded right now. Just the energy of the room.
What time do you guys open here? 11?
We'll open at 12.
Still a long time.
Do you think bars are where the people are the most honest in life? Or do you think everyone has a story? And
People are going to. What I've always loved are the stories. That's the one thing I've always loved. That's why I've always bartended. You just love to hear the stories. And as a bartender, you hope that you're not truly enabling them to be the worst, but you do see their best and their worst. You will hear their worst stories. You'll hear your best stories. You'll see people at their highest and their lowest points. And a lot of bartenders will carry that, and then we have our own that goes to what I want to do in the future.
That's what I was gonna. There was a question that people used to ask. Is like, how doctors take stuff home?
You
like
try not to.
Okay.
You really try. You try not to, and it's hard. It is hard because this is especially when you're a bartender who's a head bartender and you don't have much coverage, or when you're working in a place with a small staff, or when you don't have much coverage in general in a place with a small staff, and it's just hard to have a healthy relationship in general because of your hours and also what's real. Your day is a couple other people's like segments.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so being as a co-owner and a woman, what's it like? Like, being like a co-owner and a woman in the nightlife?
The fight to be taken seriously, especially being a petite woman, being a petite woman with piercings and tattoos who also owns a bar in Greenwich Village. Really, you? Like, they never suspect the goth girl. It's fun. It's definitely an experience, and I'm learning more and more. And honestly, I couldn't ask for a better partner than Vincenzo. He's amazing, and I love him, and I love this place. So I'll fight for this place.
I feel like you will. I see it in your face, which is, I love that though. So I'm assuming, have you been underestimated behind the bar, which I'm sure because people are just not nice?
Well, that's a lot of why I was drawn to working for Vincenzo for so many years, is so many managers and co-bartenders, owners, they see somebody who's cute, young, willing to work, and good at their job, and they use them. Industry is very, you see a lot of exploitation, you see a lot of sexual abuse, and I've been through the ringer. I worked in nightclubs, I've been through it, and finding a place where I was treated with respect, that's what's kept me here. Was Vincenzo's the best human I ever worked for. The respect that I got from him showed me, and he's the one person who believed in me and really stayed by me through some crazy shit. And believe me, crazy shit. And here I am, and he knew I was the one who would carry the torch for Shady.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, your art definitely is excellent. It sounds awesome. Like, you're definitely, like, this is what you know you are. You're happy where you are.
So, like, what advice would you give to a woman that wants to open up her own bar?
I'm very lucky that I am in an established place. It's very hard. It's very hard as a woman in any industry or in opening a new place. In any case. So that's where my position is unique in that I didn't have to open from the ground up. I've had to only fix, but I can understand, fix and improve. It's more of, taking what my former partner didn't have time to do when she was sick and seeing, oh, we meant to do this. This is what we need to fix. This is how we make this better. This is where I see this can be better. But that's me coming into an established business, establishing a new business. God bless this day and age, and the prices going up and up. That's all I got. I hope you have good people around you, because they're hard to come by. And once you find your team, you are the luckiest in the world. If you find your team, that's it.
See, that's still good advice, because keep them. If you have a good team,
you got a good team. You keep them happy.
Yeah. Good people, good team makes you happy, and there's nothing else that...
It works. Yeah. It makes life so much better. When you can relax, everybody's happy.
I can see you guys just vibe together.
Of
you
course.
guys are just like there for each other. It's just like, yep, whatever you need, I got you. And it's just like a little family. You guys got a little family going.
Yeah.
Now, speaking about alcohol, does alcohol make the character of the person? Like different types of bourbon, this kind of drink, that kind of drink. Like, people come in and order stupid drinks, they're joking around. But the person who orders like...
Oh, you're saying, do I judge people by the drink they order? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, yes.
Make it a little bit nicer, but...
She said she don't sugarcoat.
Yeah.
So she said she don't sugarcoat.
Okay, Bacardi 151 and Red Bull. I used to work in nightclubs. Bacardi 151 and Red Bull. No, we're not going to have a good time together.
That's rough.
Yes,
That's
yes,
rough.
it is.
I used to be a vodka and Red Bull
That's
drinker.
different. I
It
used to
is,
like Bob.
It is.
Also
but
different.
That's also rough. But 151, I had that before
151
too.
and Red Bull, you have a death wish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 151.
Yeah,
Oh,
151.
That's anger juice.
Yeah, that's not a good night.
Yeah.
Or a great
That's
morning.
you need to go home straight after that one. Just go home.
But like also if you look at
And do you feel like the vibe of people drinking is still around? Do you feel like
it, she was saying we should have separate.
do you feel like people still come in from the classic drinks and still order for a bar and stuff like that? Or do you think that's
And I
kinda-
love that it's back. I'm like, what I feel like, my personal thought was, hey, maybe we're seeing that this generation, this younger generation is showing up because they're the generation that during COVID was watching Sex and the City with their mothers my age. So during lockdown, they were probably watching and hearing about these cocktails, like these classic cocktails, because you're hearing about apple martinis,
Cosmos. Yeah.
dirty martinis. You're hearing about grasshoppers, drinks that haven't been ordered in 15, 16 years are suddenly being ordered all the time now. And it's like, well, things came back around.
They say history repeats itself.
It does.
So it does. Like I love me old fashions. Like,
Delicious.
and it's like I wasn't raised on that, but I was just like, oh, I tasted it. I was like, I love these things.
They're delicious.
But like espresso martinis, love that too. Cosmos I also love too. Gin, not really a drink people drink all the time. It's an acquired taste, but I like gin.
Hey, I just know what I can't. Well, I don't drink anymore in general, but I just, by the time I stopped drinking, I knew exactly what I could and how much of it I could drink.
That is also true.
But
Yep.
drinking professionally for 20 years would do that for you.
I think I still try to go through my limits sometimes, but okay.
Right?
So, yeah. But Laurie, I can't thank you enough for doing this with us.
Thank you.
It was an awesome video, awesome interview, a story you've given us. Before we finish up, we always like to give the guests their time and their say. You pretty much open there. You can say whatever you want. This is your time to promote the bar, promote the place, promote you, and we just give you the open floor. You can say whatever you want.
Well, thank you, and I really appreciate you guys. It's been a pleasure talking to
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and I'm glad to host you at my happy little home here, our happy little home, and that
Yeah.
was the chair, I swear.
It's fine. It's all right.
We'll edit that out in post-production. But in any case, yeah, so Shade's a special place, and it's always a pleasure to meet good people, and that's what makes a place like this continue, and everybody is welcome at Shade. This is a safe place for all.
This was definitely fun. Love being here. So everybody, come to Shade. It's a good
Yes.
place.
We're going to try out the food soon and all the
Yes,
drinks.
we are.
We promise you that. This is another episode of
Can I Have Another?
Thanks again for Shade Bar and Laurie for doing this for us. If you're nearby, it's right by NYU. The place is great. Stop in, have a drink, have a crepe, have a sandwich, and just feel
Just
the
come by.
atmosphere here. Yeah.
Just come by.
Just check out the vibe. And cheers, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm quick, so do you want me to wait for you?
No, it's recording.
Oh, okay. Good.
You might be in Hollywood, you're a demon with some star. But the good traveler they say his rig is a midnight black. They're carried with bones covered in smokestack.
My lord. Did you count that at all? You just by memory?
Head count.
That is ridiculous. That was just on point.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is really good.
that advice.
Hey, can I have another? We are here at Shade Bar, 241 Sullivan Street, in the village of Manhattan. We ordered 2 amazing drinks. I got this special drink they don't make anymore. It's kind of like a Long Island iced tea.
And I have the espresso martini, which is pretty huge.
Huge and delicious.
We're gonna try it. Let's go.
There you go. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.